Did you know that your tasks are not just what you do for your business in terms of websites, clients, projects, proposals, social media, content creation, YouTube, even maybe learning and a bit of development? Because I see a lot of people post and say, I've got loads of tasks and I'm rattling through them. I'm guilty of doing that. I like to manage my tasks with Notion. But often people talk about all of the little things they got to do from a business point of view, but what I think you need to kind of start doing is, I'm not saying stop doing those tasks. Of course, you got to hit your objectives and your goals. But what I want you to do is now start thinking about all of your non business tasks. What I mean is that often at the start of each day, I like to open up my Notion and I like to look at what tasks have I assigned for myself for the day, or what do I need to work to accomplish something for the week or by the end of the month. In fact, my task list currently goes up by about 11 weeks from now. I plan way into the future. So it's really important to address those. But I get up each morning and I look at that and I go, right, what am I going to do on an hour by hour basis? And it's not just tasks, it might be a bit of exercise and things as well. I like to hit them. And that is something you should be doing. It's always good to do a bit of prep work the night before or during the day and make sure you're hitting your goals and objectives. But doesn't it sometimes feel like you're just doing someone else's work? Let me clarify that, because you might turn around and go, well, no, it's for my social media. I'm pushing stuff out onto Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. It's my profile. I'm not working for anyone else. I'm not getting paid for it. It's all off my own back. But at the end of the day, when you are pushing things out onto social media or you're creating content on YouTube like I do, who is it for really at the end of the day? A bit of it is for me, so I don't forget how to do certain things or certain methods or a bit of code. But the bulk of it is for you. When I'm putting things out onto social media, it's for you. When I need to get a client project done or a proposal, I'm kind of doing it for someone else. I'm helping them out. Even if you're just doing a proposal and you're listing down some of the plugins or methodologies that a client or someone else needs to look into or to consider, you're kind of doing it for their benefit. And you can almost say that every task you do, whether you're a freelancer, a business, an agency, or even if you work in a day job, you could be working in a florist in an office, you could be a lawyer, you could be a dentist, a landscaper. When you're working through your tasks, they're actually for the benefit of someone else. But what I want you to start doing is thinking about all of the tasks that you sometimes overlook and you don't put enough time or attention into, that are actually for you and your family, maybe your friends as well, maybe your loved ones. I'm talking about things like maybe taking your son out to go and buy new trainers, or you know his size and you go and order them online or go and buy them. I'm talking about the shopping. I'm talking about sorting out the decorating or the garden or the washing up, or maybe you want to make a new purchase or holiday planning, or maybe you start to think about moving house. You know, all of these things are dependent, or they're up to you when you do them, right? You, your family, your wife, your husband, your partner, your kids, your pets, whatever you want to do, they're up to you when you do them. You don't have to bust a gut and get them done by 4 p.m. today. With client projects, or maybe you have a routine with how often you post on social media, or you can see that something you did is starting to go viral and you want to ride the train on it, or you've seen someone else do something and you want to join that wave. You feel like you're rushing to get it done, or you work methodically to get it done. But either way, you need to do it. But there are some tasks you can put off. And the problem we sometimes all are guilty of is that we do put them aside. And we go, I'll deal with it when I got time. You know, you need to paint your room. Yeah, I'll do it when I got time, but you just keep prolonging and leaving it off. In fact, some of the tasks don't even have to be hands-on things. It could be just sitting and watching a movie on your own or with your family, or a TV show, but you all want to watch it collectively together rather than people watching it in their own time. And then, you know, they're not synchronized on the stuff they're watching or listening or stuff like that. There are things that you could address, and I call these social or happy tasks, because when you do them, you're going to feel happy. Now, I want to make a distinction between business tasks and happy tasks. Business tasks The bulk of them you probably won't get paid for. You're just doing things to get them done, to say, yeah, I've done my social media task list for the day or the week. It's done. And hopefully you'll get some leads or client interest, or someone replies to you and you start a conversation and some engagement. And then there will be other business tasks where you do get paid for them. Maybe it's a one-to-one consultation, a discovery call, a client project, the website's now done, or you're doing some SEO work for someone, or it might even be non-website related, like you're designing a logo, or you're mowing someone's garden, or you're giving them some advice about divorce proceedings. I'm not getting divorced, by the way. I'm just saying divorce proceedings, family law, or conveyancing, you're buying a house. I love to go on and on about my examples, don't I? I need to get to the point so much quicker. But they're all your business tasks. And yes, you will get paid for some of them, and you're going to be happy that you got paid for it. But the trouble is, though, you're only going to get paid as much as what you do or the value you bring. So if you do 10 of them, you might get 10 times the income versus if you only did one, or, whatever price you set for yourself. The happy tasks, the majority, the bulk of them, there is no real return of investment unless it's stocks and shares and you're buying a house and 20 years later you go and sell it on, or, stuff like that. But things like watching a movie, cooking dinner, getting your house chores done, doing something for your family, your pets, just doing something for you, even just taking a break, just sitting back and relaxing. When you get these things done, and like I said, the majority, 99.999% of them, you're not going to get any payment. You are going to get back a happiness payment, a reward in terms of satisfaction. So I sometimes now, well, when I say sometimes now, I kind of been doing it for a while, but I don't actively tell everyone about it, but it is on my task list, is I start to record down things I want to do that are nothing to do with the business. The things about how often I'm going to exercise, when am I going to do my weights, how many calories do I want to burn, am I going to go for a walk, am I going to contact a friend or something and have a conversation about something, catch up or something. Am I going to do something for my son? Am I going to do something for the family? What are we going to do together? What am I going to watch on TV? It might sound like I'm micromanaging, but believe it or not, when I start to do all of these little things like catching up with people or food or just something to do, I feel happy. A lot of people think that I work from I get up at 5 a.m. in the morning, okay? And I like to work till quite late. But during that time, there is approximately, I would say, 5 hours me time that I can do what I want with me, my own, on my family, anything like that. And during the time when I am working, I'm still doing some exercise. I can be working and stuff like that. So I'm still doing something for my benefit. So next time you start putting together your task list, don't just put down things where you're kind of working for someone or something else, because when you get it done, you're going to be, oh, I got it done. But that's not the right feeling. If we go through life where every time we tick something up, we go, great, got it done. Right, move on to the next thing. We're all guilty of that. But don't you want to be able to get some tasks and things done where you actually go, yeah, I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad I took the time to achieve something beyond just, I can stick this on my CV now. And when it comes to learning, that's how it should feel. So whether you're learning to design a website, run a business, do a bit of CSS, learning how to plaster, paint, build something, a bit of carpentry, maybe it's just washing your car because your car's full of bird shit all over it. We have a lot of swallows at the moment. And I sometimes feel like I might as well not touch the car for a month because, sometimes I forget what color it is because there's so much droppings falling on top of it. It's not actually that bad. I have exaggerated that a little bit. Hey, look, I hope you start to think about your tasks a little bit differently now. I'm Imran from Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow. I'll see you soon.